The bottle spin in the center of the circle, everyone holding their breath and anticipating it. Finally stopped, pointing towards two people. The entire group gave student what? Oh, it's them. The student took, come on guys, already both of them handsome boy, frozen, eyes wide and staring at each other nervously. Their heart beat faster and everyone began chanting, sounded in. It was a college trip organized by university junior and senior were having fun around the campfire. The most popular game of the night was called soulmate, and the rule was simple: if the bottle stopped wanting two people won. kissThe sat in the circle, very nervous. He had never wanted to play, but all his friends were participating and he didn't want to be the only one left. Thinking is just one. It doesn't make someone your soulmate, right? But when he looked up to see who the bottle had picked up him, his body frozen completely. Standing across from him, staring back with unbelievable eyes, was none other than Jungkook, the cold, tall, and unbelievable handsome senior. Oh no, not him, anyone but him. Anyone in the university know who Jungkook was, famous of his sharp look and colder than ice attitude. He was the guy who wouldn't hesitate to insult anyone if he doesn't like them. Taekook had seen him many times on camp and in the canteen, always surrounded by his close group. There was always a girl beside him, Yoongi. Some people said she was his girlfriend, but Taekook didn't know the truth. He had always to someone, but not Jungkook, not the person who could cursing him with just one harsh word. Taekook sat frozen on his spot, overwhelmed by fear and nervousness. Meanwhile, the group around him cheered louder, and then from the corner of his eyes, he saw Jungkook already standing in the middle of the circle, waiting, thinking, is he really waiting for me? Oh my gosh, what do I do now? Suddenly his best friend Jimin nudged his shoulder. Jimin, get up, or the punishment to the everyone in the circle. Taekook eyes widened in horror. What? No way! He had completely forgotten the punishment rule. With shaky legs, he stood up and took a deep breath. His hand was still down. He couldn't bring himself to meet Jungkook's eyes. Thinking, don't look up, don't look at him, just get this over with. As he reached the center and stood in front of Jungkook, Taekook shut his eyes tightly and clenched his feet, ready for the worst. Maybe Jungkook would laugh or insult him or walk away. But instantly he felt a warm hand gently slide around his waist. His eyes snapped open. Jungkook's black eyes were looking at him gently, not cold, not harsh, but soft. Him whispering, why he is looking at me like that? Jungkook leaned in slightly, his other hand brushed against Taekook's neck and whispered, Jungkook, do you think Taekook's heart escaped a beat, not just because Jungkook was asking permission, but because he knew his name. Taekook shocked. He knew my name? For a second he couldn't respond. His brain was empty. His heart was racing, then suddenly his hand raised up to Jungkook's shoulder, gripping him gently. He nodded twice, slowly, a soft smile at Jungkook smiled. Okay, then he felt like the wall around his head had disappeared. The only thing he could Here now he was sound him his own heart and Jungkook gentle breathe him lean in his head gently Taehoong's waist pulling him. The chilly night's air suddenly felt too warm. Taehoong thinking this can't be real, this must be a dream. Taehoong could feel Jungkook breathe on his eyes were further answered. Then slowly Jungkook leaned and slowly captured Taehoong. It was soft, sweet, almost unreal. Taehoong whole body shivered. Taehoong thinking they so soft like honey. His response softly. He didn't want to miss this moment. Taehoong thinking I don't know what I'll ever got this chance again. The most handsome boy in the university. Only a few seconds gently brushing, nothing but still it made Taehoong feel dizzy. Finally Jungkook ended with the light pulling away just a little. Taehoong let out a soft whine sound without realizing it. Their faces were still closed and for a brief moment Taehoong brought his small smirk on Jungkook, but it disappeared in a blink. Slowly Jungkook removed his hand from Taehoong's waist and stepped back. The moment was broken by loud cheer and clapping from the rest of the group. Student cheer that was so cute. Taehoong's entire face turned red. He quickly rushed back to his seat, his heart still pounding. Taehoong covering his face. Oh no, I actually hate my Jungkook is too. His body was back in his seat, but his heart and soul were still standing there with Jungkook. Taehoong smiled to himself. I gave my head to him, and I don't regret it, not even a little. But as he looked at Jungkook from he felt a sudden sadness and thinking this will probably be the last time I ever got close to him. I never got to those again, and with that thought his heart adjusted a little. But one thing he was sure, that night Taehoong would dream of soft, black and gentle voice of the world. The game continued with laughter, cheering, and teasing all around, but Taehoong's mind was completely somewhere else. He sat there in a silence and wadded and cheek, still brushing from his heart was thumping like a drum inside his chest. Taehoong thinking Jungkook me, and he even asked for permission. His voice, his eyes, his touch, his finger touch, unconsciously he could still feel the soft warmth of Jungkook. He didn't even realize the game was still going on until he heard the voice of the game leader. Jin, alright everyone, listen up. Important announcement. All hand turned towards Jin, the senior who was lead the soulmate game. Jin grinned. Whoever was pair or as a soulmate tonight will be dance partner for tomorrow parties. Games and giggle fill the air. Student, whoa. Jin, yes, so don't forget to be ready and don't run away from your partners or else punishment. That's large but made everyone laugh, but for Taehoong it felt like his world paused. Taehoong thinking dance partner tomorrow with Jungkook. He quickly looked around the circle, eyes scanning for Jungkook, but his heart sank. Jungkook, Taehoong think, where is he? Did he leave already? He lowered his head, a small sun leaving his Taehoong thinking, wake up Taehoong, one doesn't mean he want to dance with you. He must have a long list of people dying to be his partner. He clenched his hand tightly on his Taehoong thinking, and out of everyone, why would he choose you just because of one? See. His heart heavy, Taekook stood up slowly, dancing slowly deciding to go to his room. Taekook murmured, "I don't feel like eating. I just want to sleep." On his way out, he approached Jin, who was talking with a few other students. Taekook, "Hi, Jin." Jin looked at him with a warm smile. Jin, "Hey, Tae, you need something?" Taekook blinked. He know my name too. He soaked the thought away and focused. Taekook, you haven't told us our roommates at which one is mine. Jin took out his tablet and scrolled for a moment. Jin, let's see. You'll be sharing a room. You know what, right? Taekook, yes, I know. I'm okay with that. Jin smiled bright and handed him a small key card. Jin, Taekook, room number 606. Have fun, Heaven. Taekook blinked again, confused. Taekook thinking, have fun? What does this mean? Why does everyone feel so strange today? He bowed politely. Taekook, thank you, Jin. Holding the key, Taekook walked towards the elevator, lost in thought. But before he could press the button, someone jumped on him from behind, wrapped arms around his shoulders. Jimmy excited. Guess what? Guess who's sharing a room with me? Taekook gasped and looked at her. Taekook, with whom? Jimmy captured Taekook very dramatically and both his cheeks. Jimmy, my crush since 2 years. Can you believe it? Taekook eyes widened in shock. Taekook, wow, how did you get so lucky? Jimin, I may or maybe not have begged a senior, but hey, it worked. Taekook laughed softly. All the best then, but don't jump on her the moment you walk in. Jimin laughed. No promise. She waved her hand playfully and ran off. Jimin, bye-bye. Taekook smiled and shook his head gently. Taekook thinking, at least he is happy. I'm glad for him. He turned back towards the elevator and pressed the button for 6th floor. But what Taekook didn't know was that someone had been standing not far away. Jungkook was leaning against the wall, confidently visible on his face. His sharp eyes had been watching every move, especially the moment Jimin asked Taekook cheeks. He didn't like it. Jungkook thinking, why is he that close to him? But as the elevator the door opened and Taekook stepped inside, he pressed the number of his room. As the door was about to close, a head suddenly paused between the door and the senior stepped the elevator and the door opened again. Taekook looked at him, surprised. His eyes widened. It was Jungkook. Jungkook stepped in casually, saying nothing. Taekook immediately moved to the side, giving him space. Now they were both standing silently inside the small elevator. The door closed. Taekook's heart started racing fast. The elevator felt too quiet, too close, too warm. Taekook thinking, why is he here? Why with me? Did he follow me? No way. He stood, his hand tightly holding the key card, staring down at the floor. He could feel Jungkook's presence beside him, calm, tall, powerful. The silence stretched between them. Suddenly Jungkook turned slightly towards him and spoke in his low voice. Jungkook, you didn't eat dinner. Taekook flinched a little at the unexpected question. Jungkook softly, no, I was not hungry. Jungkook didn't respond for a few seconds, then said, Jungkook, you should eat something. The party tomorrow might be tearing. Tehang noticed slowly he still unable to look up. Tehang thinking, why does he care, or is he just being polite? Tehang senior, you haven't pressed a number of your clothes. Jungkook turned his head slowly and looked at him with calm eyes. Jungkook same spot. Tehang saw the small sound from his lip before he could stop. His eyes widened and he quickly pressed his lips together, spoke himself silently. Tehang thinking, why did I say that out loud? Now he probably think I am worried. His finger tattled around the key in his mind. The second in the elevator felt like hours. He could feel sweat forming on the back of his neck. Tehang thinking, why isn't the elevator moving faster? Why is the time so slow right now? Oh God, I can't breathe. He tried to take a deep breath, but his chest felt tight. Jungkook suddenly concerned, are you okay, Tehang? Tehang snapped up. Jungkook was watching him. He is slightly concerned. Tehang quickly, yes, I'm fine. Really just tired. He looked away, tried to hide his burning cheeks. He didn't know why he was acting like this. Was it because of or just because it was Jungkook, the most handsome and mysterious senior standing next to him? Then thinking, please and don't notice how red I am right now. When he didn't say more, Jungkook started walking towards him slowly. Nervously thinking, why he is coming closer? What is he doing? Panic in Tehang's chest. Without thinking, he took a small step backward, but there was no space left. Tehang back hit the elevator wall gently, frozen in place. Jungkook was now standing just inches away. Tehang, too nervous to look at him, quickly closed his eyes. Tehang thinking, oh no, is he going to me again? Why he is so close? What do I do? His mind raced. Tehang thinking, calm down, Tehang, you are acting crazy. What if he thinks you are weird? Then he felt it, a warm hand gently resting on his forehead. Jungkook softly, hey, why is your face so red? Are you sick? Tehang snapped open. His breath caught in his throat. Jungkook was staring into his eyes, his face serious and calm. His hand lingered gently against Tehang's forehead, and Tehang could barely stand still. Tehang thinking, oh no, his eyes is serious yet calm. His hand lingered gently against Tehang's forehead, and Tehang could barely stand still. Tehang thinking, oh no, his eyes, they are looking straight into me. I think I'm going to faint. Tehang swallowed hard. His knees were shaking. Tehang thinking, don't fall down. Tehang, don't make it more embarrassing. But then Jungkook was slowly lower from Tehang's eyes to his Tehang felt a storm in his chest. Tehang thinking, he is looking at mine. Wait, is he thinking about me again? Oh my goodness, Tehang closed his fist tightly, trying to calm himself. He was so Jungkook could hear his heartbeat. It was so loud inside him. Jungkook closer. Their faces were only inches apart now. Tehang closed his eyes tightly, unable to handle the moment. But then the sound of the elevator and their floor and the space. Tehang opened his eyes quickly. Jungkook had already stepped out of the elevator. Tehang stood frozen for a second, blinking in surprise. Tehang thinking, what What was it? He felt a strong wave of embarrassment hit him like a wave, thinking, seriously, what did you think he was going to you again? You silly. He let out a small puff of air as he opened and walked out of a small pot on his lip. As he stepped into the hallway, he began looking for room, and then he felt it footstep behind him. He turned slightly and saw Jungkook walking right behind him, thinking he is following me. Oh wait, we are in the same room. Then thinking, oh no, why is he following me? What does he want from me? His heart was racing as he continued walking down the hallway, thinking, does he want something from me? Does he want to me again? I mean, in the room. Then tried his best to control his space. He didn't want to look like he was scared or running away from Jungkook. He wanted to maintain at least a little in front of handsome senior. Finally reached room number. Taekook quickly unlocked the room with shaking hands, thinking, please Lord, let me enter before I faint. As soon as the door opened, Taekook stepped inside a hurry, but his heart dropped when he heard the door gently close behind him. He turned slowly. Jungkook had following him in, thinking, oh no. He closed the door. He is inside the room with me alone. Try not to panic. Taekook turned quickly, wanting to rush into the bedroom, but his foot on the smooth floor. Before he could fall, Jungkook reached out and caught him by the wrist in one quick move. Jungkook turned him around and gently his back against the door, causing him there with his body. Taekook back eyes wide and Jungkook stood so close that Taekook could feel the warmth from his there were almost touching. I'm thinking, what is happening? Why is he so close? I can't breathe. His entire body trembles like he looked up at Jungkook, who was staring down at him with an unbelievable intense expression. What are you doing, senior? He didn't want to sound scared, but his wife withdrew him. Jungkook didn't move back. His face remained closed as he answered calmly, Jungkook, helping you. Taekook frozen. His face attacked at his side. Taekook thinking, help me? How is this helping? Wait, is he thinking what I think? Is he thinking? Wild thought rushed into his brain. Taekook thinking, oh my, am I going to lose it today? His thought kept spinning.